morning everyone, this is BremSter and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called F is for Friendly by Crusader175. I saw this puzzle in the Cracking the Cryptic Discord puzzle archive. I should have noticed noted what number it is, but I didn't. Sorry about that. I will include it in the description below. This is a puzzle that has also been posted to Logic Masters Germany, so I'll post the link to that below as well. Yeah, I saw this puzzle and I've been wanting to seek out some more friendly cell puzzles because I find them interesting and I wanted to do more of them. And this was being, I saw a couple of comments that this was a nice, not quite introduction, I don't think, although it might be, but it was a good friendly puzzle just using the friendly constraint, and I thought if I'm going to explore them a bit further, then that's the sort of thing I should be doing. So this is that puzzle that I pulled out to do that. Wow, I'm really doing well with the words. Anyway, two things going on my channel. First of all, we're about a week from me ending the March of the Quads, which has been running for well over a month now on my channel, or over a month now on my channel. So if there's 40 puzzles in that pack, which is why I extended March into April, and if you complete any of those puzzles and submit row 3 as a solution code, you will be in the running for a prize for this month. Also, I've just released the Entropic Lines pack. Not that it's my pack, or I had anything to do with the creation of it. A bunch of excellent setters were, but they gave me permission to release it on my channel first, which I've done. And again, if you submit row 3 to the puzzles in that pack, then I will have probably or hopefully a second prize for that one. So yeah, grab those packs. There's links to all of that below, and yeah, have some fun solving. There's some amazing puzzles in those. So yeah. Now back to this one. F is for Friendly by Crusader175. So this is a puzzle with just really the two rules. There is normal Sudoku rules. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. And then there are these green cells. And what the green cells mean is they must be friendly, which means that either... I've got to get better at explaining these. A friendly cell will contain a digit that is either the number of its row, the number of its column, or the number of its box. So if we pick on this cell here, this is row 1, box 2, and column 4. So this could only contain a 1, a 2, or a 4. That's the only possibilities that could go into that cell. In this puzzle, there is no negative constraint, so other cells could be friendly without being highlighted green. Sometimes you do see a negative constraint on friendliness, but in this puzzle, that doesn't exist. So let's give this a shot. So, where to start? So one thing you could do is you could go through and you could just put the candidates into every friendly cell. So this is box 1, row 2. So this could only be 1, 2, 3. Box 1, row 2, column 3. And for example, this must be high because this is row 7, row 8, column 7, and box 9. So this could only be 7, 8, 9. That's not particularly helpful. Now no, that's not quite. Each cell only has 3 possible options. Oh, except for this one, and this one. Because this is row 1, column 1, box 1. This is row 5, column 5. I'm getting my columns and rows mixed up. Row 5, column 5, and box 5. So that must be a 5. And this is row 9, column 9, and box 9. So those 3 cells are always something to look for. So I can get that 5 straight away. So let's go to, so this is row 4, column 6, and this is row 6, column 4. So that's a 4, 6 pair. I'm trying to think of cells that might be particularly constrained. So these are box 8 and row 9, but this could also be a 4, except it can't be a 4, but this could be a 6. So this is only an 8 or 9. And this is a 6, 8, or 9. So it is possibly candidates. So this is column 1, row 7, box 7, 1 or 7. This is column 2, row 8, box 7, but it can't be a 7. And this is column 3. This is 3 or 7. I'm not seeing a better way of starting this. I am probably doing badly. These are row 1, box 2, and this could be column 4 or column 6. This one is more limited. So this is no, this is not just a 6. This is a 6 or an 8 because it's box 6 or column 8, but I can't use row 4 because of the 4 looking at it. So this is 1 or 4. And this is 3, 4. It's 3 or 4. This is box 4, 2, 4, or 6. So it is really just me candidate marking and hoping I spot something, isn't it? Because I'm not doing great. 2, 3, or 8. This one is 3 or 7, and this one is 3 or 9. And this one is... these are both box 6 and row 6. So this is 6 or 7, and this is 6 or 9. That's... So what am I missing? Probably just a nice Sudoku trick now. Right. 5 is in one of those two, which puts 5 in one of those two. 5 is the digit I've got the most information on. Is there a wing or something on these? Like I can see something weird is happening with 6s in this box. But I could still... I think I could still not put a 6 in this box. No, I can't not put a 6 in this box. Because if I go 7, 8, 9, both of those are 3. So I can't go 7, 9. So one of those is 6, which means that's an 8. Which means that's not an 8. One of those is 6, so that's a 4. That's a 6. That 4 takes 4 out of there. That is an interesting trick. I don't know that I'd seen something quite like that before. So this is not a 6. That's a 2, which makes that an 8, which takes 8 out of there. Puts 8 into one of those two by Sudoku. Hmm. Six is over here, but I'm... Is that trick used again is the question. because I've got the same thing happening sort of with threes here. 279. And if this was 279, then this would be 6 and 6, and that doesn't work. So one of these has to be 3, because 7, 9 would make this 6, 6. So one of those has to be 3. So this is not a 3, this is a 2, which means there's no 2 here. That's a really interesting little trick. And now I think we've got the same thing here, don't we? If this is a 3, this is a 4, 7, and both of those are 1. So one of those has to be a 3, so this becomes a 1. I think that's right. If that's a 3, that's a 4, that's a 7, that's a 1, and that's a 1. Yeah, that has to be the 1. That's an interesting little trick. Feels like a finned X-wing, but coming at it from the other direction. I mean, it's probably just a finned X-wing. I've just not been doing a lot of classics recently. So 2, 2, 2 is in one of those. Wow, I have not been doing a lot of Sudoku recently. Oh, I've got the same trick here, don't I? Hang on, do I have the same trick here? If this is 7, this is 6, this is 9, this is 3, and this is 9, yeah. So one of these two has to be 7 in order to prevent... So if this is 7, 6, 3, 9, 9. Yeah, so this is a 9. Keep looking for that same trick over and over. Does that get me anything? There's no 6 there. So, oh, that's an 8, 9 pair. Oh, okay, so now 9 can't go there or there. That's a 9. So 8 is in right there, which puts 8 in one of those two. So can I do more with these? Like I know one of those has to be a 3. One of those has to be a 1, but it's across boxes. Hang on, 1 has to go down here. Yeah, 1 can't be in here or here, so 1 has to be down here, but 1 has to be in one of those two. That has to be the 1. So that's the 4, that's the 3, that's the 7. Can I do the same with any of the others yet? Well, 3 is in one of the 3 is right there, because 3 can't be here because that would knock 3 out of those, which would break those. So that's the 3. 3 is now down here. 1, 2, 3. These are 4, 1, 4, and 6. So that's a 4. This is a 1. This is a 6. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a 7 or a 9. Four is in one of those. 4 is right there because of that 4 knocking it out of there and that one knocking it out of there. So these are 3, 2, 3, and 6. So 3 is there. I think they are 2, 3, and 6 without that one being a 3. Two, 5, 6, and 9. So 5 is in one of those two. 2. Oh, this 6 is doing double duty. That took this 6 out of there. This is a 1, 2. So now 1 is right there because 1 is taken out of there and out of there. 2, that's now a 2 because 2 can't go in those or that one. That's the 2. That's the 5. This is 6 and 9. That's not a 5. That's a 5. That's an 8. This is a 7 or a 9. Which means this is the 6 and this is the 9. Push the right button. That 2 is making this a 6, taking 6 out of those. Those are a 2, 3. 5, 5. 5 is in one of those two. That trick with those cells was very clever. I didn't use it well. That is for sure. So this is a triple. What am I looking at? 3, 4, and 8. Well, there's no 3 in those because of those. So that's, wow. He's got that working again. That's not 8 because of that. That's 4. That's 8. That is not 8. So this... Actually, that's not as... 4, 4. 4 is, 4 is right there. So 4 is in one of those two and one of those two. This is back to similar quadruple to that. So hopefully it'll be as powerful. 3, 6, 7, and 9. Well, that's not 6. That's not 6 because 6 is in one of those two. That's not 7 or 9. That's not 9. 9 is in one of those two, which means that's the 6. That's the 7. There's no 7 in there. That's a 3, 9. That is a 6. That is a 7. 9 is now in one of those two because the 9s are lining up over here, which means there's no 9 in there. There is no 9 in there, but I need to put a 9 somewhere in the row. It has to go in those. So these are 2, 5, and 9. That one's not a 2. That one's not a 5. Not a 5 is what I meant to do. So 2, 5, and 9. So these are... But 9 is... No, I did that completely wrong. It's not 2, 5, and 9. It's 1, 2, and 5, and there's no 1 there. That's the 1. That's the 5. That's the 2. That'll help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9 go in there. I think that's right. I may have already completely made a mistake on this. We will find out together. That's a 1 because of the 1 now looking down. These are 3 and 5, and that 5 resolves it. That's the 3, that's the 5, that's the 2, that's the 3, that's the 7, which makes that the 9 and that the 7. 1, 2, and 6. Not 6, giving me a 1, 2 pair in the column, which I'm assuming will become useful at some point. 3, 4, and 5. That is not 4, which I knew from my pencil marks. That is not 3 or 5. That is the 4. That's 7 I should have done. That is 3. No, stop. Don't do that. That is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 7. I'm scanning badly. That is 6. This is 5, 6, and 7. That is not 6. That is not 5. That is not 7. Oh, that's 7. 9. 7. 3. 9. That will help, I'm sure. 2 and 3. Uh-oh. 1 and 8. That's 7. Makes that 6, which makes that 5, which makes that 7. 5 looks down, making that 3, and that 5. The 3 looks up, making that 2, and that 3. It's all a matter of scanning. The 1, it makes that not 1. The 2, most importantly, makes that 1. That is a 2, 6. The 1 makes that 8 and that 1. The 8 makes that 9 and that 8. The 2 makes that 6 and that 2. And now I'm back down to a single box. So 1, 2, 3, I need to put a 4 right there. I need to put in an 8 and a 9, and that seems to complete the puzzle. Ignore the time on that. I had the grid set up well before I got started. So that is F is for friendly. And yes, I think that is a good introduction to the friendly constraint, though it had some really interesting Sudoku tricks in it. So that is also an extra bonus in this puzzle. That was very, very cool. I liked that a lot. Well, thank you, Crusader175, for giving me permission to do the puzzle. I know you said you didn't think it was one of your highlights. Not every puzzle needs to be a masterpiece. I think there's a lot of good puzzles that don't get seen because people don't promote them because they don't think they're phenomenal. Puzzles just need to be fun, and that was fun. I will keep harping on that. On that topic, however, I have been doing a lot of easy puzzles recently, and I am looking for good quality, interesting, slightly harder puzzles. I'm not quite freeing up all of my time, but I am trying to free up more of it so I can try some of the harder puzzles that I know people do enjoy. So I'm going to try and do 1 or 2 of those a week again. So things that will take me sort of around 45 minutes to an hour. So if you do see any of those as well, please let me know. But when you do provide me those submissions, please let me know what the difficulty you found it is, and we'll talk about it. Thank you everyone for watching, and as always, good luck with your solving.